past Lila Watkins. She'll come in the slot. It's up, the goalie, she scores! Lauren Marjansky breaks a scoreless tie. Marjansky off to the races. She's in, gets past the goalie, she scores! Another kick is saved by Drew Alley. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to tonight's MIAA Western Mass Tournament soccer game here at South Hadley High School between the visiting Wahconah Warriors and your South Hadley Tigers! Fans are being reminded that high school athletics encourage good sportsmanship, and we ask that your conduct towards players, coaches, officials, and other spectators demonstrates good sportsmanship and respect for all in attendance. It's now time for tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Wahconah Warriors. Starting in goal, number 99, Adriana Collins. Number 1, Anna Doyle. Number 5, Ava Macero. Number 7, Elena Iovino. Number 8, Ella Scalis. Number 15, Marley White. Number 22, Sammy Cayley. Number 23, Gracie Farley. Number 32, Maddie McCarthy. Number 33, Vienna Mahar. And number 44, Marissa Poirier. The head coach of the Warriors is Maggie Rivers. She's assisted by Becky Steele and Alicia Poirier. And now the starters for your South Hadley Tigers. Starting in goal, number 00, Drew Alley. Number 4, Kara Dean. Number 6, Allie Forey. Number 9, Cece Gurek. Number 12, Emma Overholt. Number 23, Gwen Marion. Number 7, Lauren Marjansky. Number 2, Kate McCardle. Number 14, Gigi Roy. Number 16, Maddie Soderbaum. And number 20, Margot Watkins. The head coach of your South Hadley Tigers is Rich Marjansky. He's assisted by Lisa Manzi. Fans, we now ask that you please rise if you are able to. Remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. It's Western Mass Tournament time. And I entirely forgot what I was about to say next. Welcome, everybody. I'm Brady Dennison for South Hadley Sports Network. It's round 1 of the Western Mass Tournament, and the road to championship glory finds its way into South Hadley as the Wahconah Warriors make their way into town for the third game of the season against the Tigers. I believe the Tigers have beat them both times. I'm getting a nod from my producer, so we're gonna go with that. We will get underway just in a moment here. And my apologies if my voice isn't perfect. I was just screaming a bunch of people's names.
Colin, is this zoomed out or zoomed in on? Colin, you can't say the players.
Lauren Marjansky will kick off, and we are underway. The Tigers and the Wahconah Warriors. The ball is already recollected by Allie Fleury off the body there of number 7 on Wahconah. That is Elena Iovino.
You can take in there. Go.
We did have this matchup covered the last time it happened in South Hadley, but unfortunately the sun was in my eyes for that whole game, and I couldn't read a single number on the back of those white Wahconah jerseys. Big kick there from Kara Dean. It'll come in. Maddie Soderbaum and Cece Gurick both trying for it, but it'll come up to Sammy Cayley of the Warriors. Good pressing there from Farley. Gracie Farley. A shot off there from Marjansky is just beneath the uprights, so no field goal there. We do like to mess around and comment on field goals during the soccer games. I'm solo for commentary this evening. For the moment, we will be having some guests join us soon. Kara Dean right in there, but the shot goes off the goalkeeper. That's Adriana Collins, one of the 2 names I remember from the last time we met these Wahconah Warriors. So it'll be a South Hadley corner kick. Yes. The corners of the field are, on that side at least, are a little harder to see from the booth. Marjansky sends the corner kick in, off the body of Marion, but it will roll out of play. One of the major stories the Tigers have been talking about tonight is the return of junior Abby Jelinas, who was out for the beginning of the season with a leg injury. Bounds off the head of Emma Leveralt. It's in for Anna Doyle. Sent out there, Maddie Soderbaum. Kate McCardle across. Margot Watkins racing for it. Out into the back for Gwen Marion, and now Gigi Roy. Back out to Marion. She'll send a kick out to Drew Alley, and the Tigers will reset. Roy maintains it. She'll try and keep it away from the strikers on Wahconah. And she'll get tripped up there. It'll be out of bounds on South Hadley. Play on South Hadley. And we will have a Wahconah corner kick from number 7, Elena Iovino. That's how we're going to go with pronouncing it, Iovino. Sounds right enough. It's not the most interesting name I've had on the broadcast, so I'll tell you that much. That one's out of play, and it's still maintained by Wahconah. That's Vienna Mahar on the throw-in. Surprised that she doesn't go to Mahar Regional High School. Sent to the 35. Mahar a pass there to number 8, Ella Scalise. Yeah, there'll be a flop there. And the attempt to send it downfield by Emma Leveralt will go out of play. Tigers playing a very physical game early. Maddie Soderbaum receives the feed from Gigi Roy. Now Lauren Marjansky sends it into open space. Cece Gurick's there for it. Gurick, a pass across the field to Marjansky. She'll get it past the defense. Now it's Allie Fleury on the shot, and it's saved easily by Idri Collins. Big punt there is stopped relatively by Emma Leveralt. Gigi Roy sends a pass to Maddie Soderbaum. Now Margot Watkins keeps it inbounds. Do a pass there from Jovino. So that will be... I remember we had trouble on the last broadcast with number 44 because they weren't on my roster. I now have number 44. It's Marissa Poirier. So if Marissa at some point watches our previous broadcast of the Wahconah game, I am so deeply sorry for not knowing your name. And another ball will roll out of bounds, and it will be South Hadley's turn for the throw-in. Margot Watkins will be the one to do it. Off the leg of Maddie Soderbaum. Now Marley White with it. She'll send it, tries to get it into open space. Gigi Roy will beat out Anna Doyle. And it'll roll out of bounds there. It'll maintain Wahconah territory. Gracie Farley the throw-in. Sent out again by South Hadley. I think it was Kate McCardle. So we should be getting a bit of a color commentator within the next 5-ish minutes. Just making sure I can see him. I can't. Bounces up. Farley and White trying for it there for Wahconah. Cara Dean sends a pass right into the leg of Marley White. And another one looked like it was going to hit her, but came right away. And off the body of White will go out of play. Margot Watkins to throw in. That'll be Sammy Cayley. Up and over Gurrick, and it's out of play off of South Hadley. So it will be Wahconah's ball. Thrown in there by Gracie Farley, and a Doyle with it now. She'll get it past the defense. Doyle looking to get into the 6 with it. A shot. And it bounces right into the hands of Drew Alley.
Routine save.
Yeah, I know. Bounces. Allie Fleury will get a meaningful touch there, and now it's number 7, Jovinio. Now Poirier up to Doyle. Off the body of Gigi Roy. And now Drew Alley in the corner. And it rolls out of bounds. And it'll be a throw-in for Wahconah. Drew Alley comes back out for it. Sets up another kick. Ball's just before the 50. Lauren Marjansky tries to put it into open space. That one's off the body of Ava Macero. Up and over. Anna Doyle racing for it. So is Gigi Roy. Roy, a pass back to Alley. A huge kick will bounce inbounds. Allie Fleury keeps it in. Jovinio tries to keep it away from Lauren Marjansky, who will get in, and it'll go wide. A great scoring chance there for Marjansky. Unfortunately, didn't go her way. But still great nonetheless. Kick there from Vienna Mahar. Runs off the body of Sammy Cayley. CC Gurrick trying for it with Jovinio. Gurrick keeps it in. Kate McCardle gets a shot there, and it's a routine save for Collins. Speaking of people named Colin, let's take a little look at our crew tonight. Colin Zaronig's on the mixer. I don't know if you could hear him, but he just gave me a yo. Noah Carillin's got center camera tonight. Josh Lucas has the lower cam. He's down on the landing on these stairs. We've got Miss Jess Nelson in the booth with us as our teacher advisor. Unfortunately, Miss Amy Foley couldn't be with us tonight. If you're watching, Miss Foley, we miss you, and we are so excited to see you again for tomorrow night's broadcast, if you're able to come. And, of course, huge shout-out, as always, to Dan Pease from South Hadley Community TV, as without him, this whole ordeal likely would not be possible. We have a substitute on the line. It's Caitlin Tynan. Maddie Soderbaum will send it into open space. Gigi Roy's there for it. Sends it back to Allie, and we will recoil. Watkins across to Gigi Roy, and now it's Maddie Soderbaum. Taken away by Poirier of the defense. Gurek sends it into open space. Cara Dean has it. Pass to Allie Fleury. Fleury tries to get past the defense. The shot goes off of her own teammate. It'll roll almost out of bounds. Dean will maintain it. Leverall can't get to it, so it'll be Kate McCardle for it. Kick there comes off the body of Marley White. And this one will bounce out of play. We'll have a substitution. Caitlin Tynan comes in for Wahconah, and Rachel Yabra gets her first appearance of the night for South Hadley. And I believe our guest is here. Got his mic on.
What am I doing?
An interview you, essentially.
Alright.
Which one is it going?
Oh, wait. You guys have it like... Gigi, come in front of here. That was so sick. One in front, one in back.
Please excuse our small technical difficulties here. So we found which microphone he's using. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Danny Bullier of the boys team.
How we doing, guys?
Now, Danny, we do appreciate you coming on. Now, you made varsity as a freshman, and that's something that not a lot of players can attest to. Not a lot of players can say they did. What was it like coming into off-season training, and what were your... What was it like?
It was a big jump from playing 8th grade soccer to going right into...
Sorry, Marjanski's off to a break here. Shot scores!
That's good soccer. I don't know what to say.
So, Colin, I can't hear myself. I think. Yo. Okay, I can hear myself now. A little technical difficulty there, but Lauren Marjanski scored an incredible goal there. So, Danny, take us back to what we were talking about before.
Yeah, it's a big jump, a lot of work, big commitment. Still, always school comes first. Soccer's been the love of my life since I was a little kid. I don't really know what else to say other than that. Other than you can do anything
Abby
you put your mind
Delina's
to.
in now. She'll take a shot. Won't go anywhere. Still great work from her. So, someday we're going to get through this uninterrupted.
Yeah, someday.
And the save made there by Collins. So, Danny, how's your season going so far, on a personal level?
Personal, I feel like we started off really well. It's not really an I in team, so I'm going to talk for the full team as myself. So we played really well first half of the season. Second half kind of dulled out. I don't know, got to put in a little more work, a little more effort, kind of just a little bit tired. But yeah, it's been a pretty good season for a young team.
Now, I heard you still have a chance at the state tournament. Something to do with the game against Lennox, which I'm not sure when that is.
Yeah.
What do you know about that?
Lennox against Monday, 6 o'clock, here at home. Tough game, beat them once, lost to them once. Fast team, physical team, big team, older team. All I can say.
Do you think it's a bit arrogant that they call themselves the Millionaires?
The Millionaires? I don't know, live in the middle of nowhere.
They have a really nice concert venue out there. called Tanglewood.
Tanglewood.
I've been to a concert there. I saw it.
Might gotta go try it out.
Yeah. Substitutions on the line. We've got Maddie McCardle and Maggie Evans. Dan, do you know anything about these girls?
Nah, not really a social person.
No, just from like a soccer standpoint.
Soccer standpoint, both pretty well players. I don't know, that's all I can really say.
Appreciate the input there. They're going to come in now. So out will come Margot Watkins and Emma Leverall. Sorry, I am a bit tired. Long night. Jolinas will try and get into open space for that ball. She'll find it. Maddie McCardle chasing it now. Yovinio picks it off. Pass up to Sammy Cayley. Taken away by Gwen Marion.
Beautiful ball.
Now Marjansky up and away, and it will roll almost out of bounds. Ali Fleury keeps it in. And it'll roll out of bounds there off the foot of Maggie Evans. It will not. She'll be the one to throw it in. Kara Dean with it now. Now Evans. Big kick there. Marjansky sends it to Rachel Yabra. Yabra trying to get away with it. She will. It's out. Gwen Marion chasing it now. Across the field to Gigi Roy. Roy a pass to Kate McCardle. Defense takes it away from her. It's Marley White now. Sammy Cayley tries to get it into open space, but it's headed there by Gigi Roy. Cayley tries to get it around Maddie McCardle. Now Gwen Marion. Now Anna Doyle gets it. Doyle trying to make a wide turn around the defense. It's almost into the 6, but Gigi Roy will send a big kick up, out of bounds, and off the turf. So Danny, I'm sure you've been to a couple of these girls soccer games so far this year. Is there anyone specific we should be watching out for?
Anyone? Probably Lauren Marjansky. You know, she got her 100th point this season. Really good accomplishment, especially in soccer. Pretty hard to do. A lot of goals, a lot of assists. This whole team is a really good team. I don't know. Had the chance to take it all home.
This season has really been a story of who but Lauren Marjansky, because every major soccer accomplishment you can make at the high school level, Marjansky's in the conversation for it. As Gracie Darren and Marissa Poirier both come in. I mean, she was named Western Mass Soccer Player of the Year last year by Daily Hampshire Gazette. And this year she, I believe, took home Super 7 honors. She did.
Yeah, it's a huge accomplishment. I don't know, she's got to keep up the good work and keep playing soccer.
She's committed to Division II College of St. Rose in New York. And
really good school, heard about it a couple times.
Big shot there will roll out of play. Now number 25, Natalie Aldrich, will come in. Danny, were you here at the Wahconah game, the first one?
No, I was not. But I heard it was a really good game.
You know, I wish I could tell you it was, but I couldn't see half of it. Sometimes with my eyes. We have a player down on the field, and we will we step aside? I mean, she's walking off. I think we're good.
Probably just the wind knocked out of her. Had that happen to me this season a couple times.
I think I was here one of those times. Well, Danny, it's been a pleasure having you on. I think that's going to be it for the segment. Appreciate you coming on here.
All right, thank you, Brady. Have a good night. Thank you for having me.
You as well. So that's it from Danny Boyer. Varsity as a freshman is an accomplishment for anyone who gets it. And, you know, Off a flurry there. Now it's Kate McCardle. Headed away by Vienna Mahar. No, I lied. That was Maddie McCarthy, number 32. And away, and there's a handball. Maddie Soderbaum looking to sub in.
Gigi, take a kick. Kate! Here's the wall, Kate. Tiger, Gigi, Tiger. Kate,
So Gigi Roy will be the one on the kick here. Kicks across to Marjansky. Into the defense. Mahar gets it and sends it out of play. And Maddie Soderbaum will rush in. Speaking of Soderbaums and rushing, tomorrow we are covering our last regular season football game of the year as the Tigers take on Putnam Tech. It'll be quite the game. It's senior night, so ceremonies will be starting at 6 o'clock, and we'll have it all for you here on South Hadley Sports Network. And I won't do the full tagline. I don't think I've earned it. Yeah, but should be a fun broadcast. Justin Moskal will be making his return to color. And Caden Drone will be joining us for the second half. Fun stuff coming from the turf. And we will hopefully have the chance to cover some more girls' games for Western Mass and eventually States. Anna Doyle back on the line to sub in, as well as Kaylee Houle coming in for her first time tonight. Off the head of Maddie Soderbaum, attempted there from Darren. Gigi Roy sends one to Drew Alley, and they'll restart. Into open space, Maddie McCardle. Gets it through the defense. Yovinio. Pass to Mahar. Vienna Mahar. Gets it away. Now it's Marley White. Kick set again into open space. And out of bounds off Gigi Roy. Substitutions will come in. It's Kaylee Houle and Anna Doyle. Ella Scalise will come to the line too. She'll go in as well.
Abby, move up, Abby. Move up, Abby. Maddie, cover her.
So, two more South Hadley players will get to the line. Margot Watkins and Emma Leveralt. And that one's a kick from Vienna Mahar, played by Allie Fleury. Now Yovinio. Lauren Marjansky trying to get into open space. Sent out of bounds there by Ava Macero. There go the substitutions, Margot Watkins and Emma Leveralt. Maddie McCardle comes out, and so will Maggie Evans. A tad under 17 minutes to go in the first half. It'll head into open space. Anna Doyle looking to get to it. Gigi Roy will do the same, and it'll be out of bounds on, or out of play on her. Natalie Aldrich will be the one to throw it in. Maybe not.
Bro, you would.
Throw in there was Maddie McCarthy, I believe. Marissa Poirier tries to get it across. Abby Jelinas there. Pass to Lauren Marjansky. Up and over. Jelinas getting back to it. Eva Macero sends it out of bounds. Thrown in there by Margot Watkins, and Kaylee Houle will retain it. It'll bounce in for Allie Fleury, and Ben Collins will make a save. Boys soccer has their first Western Mass game tomorrow. Maybe not. I suppose it's just some sort of consolation game. I really need to start checking my facts beforehand. Ava Macero who put it out there. Allie Fleury, Maddie Soderbaum, and now Gwen Marion each get touches. Gigi Roy, and it's sent away there by Marley White. Kate McCardle comes back in now. Gracie Darren will come out there. It's thrown in. Maddie McCarthy trying to get to it. And it's out of play off of South Hadley. It is a surprisingly warm night here at the turf. Ball's almost sent out of play.
He's got that check.
It'll roll out of bounds there, and Drew Alley will maintain it. Please excuse the pauses of the broadcast. I have been yawning this whole time. I don't know why. This game has been intriguing enough to keep me awake, but clearly I need some type of sleep. Sent away there. And Doyle tries to keep it in play. Thrown in by Emma Leverall. That's Kate McCardle. Cross to Margot Watkins. Off the body of Ella Scalise. Now it'll roll back to Drew Alley. Kick is at the 40-yard line. Vienna Mahar off her body. Marjansky gets it to Jelinas. And now it's Kaylee Houle. Houle, a pass into Marjansky. She takes a shot. It's off of the uprights. Sammy Kaylee comes in now. There have been stories of girls playing football in college. I think it was Vanderbilt had a girl kicker on their team. Why doesn't South Hadley High do that? When? Apparently we did have one. I never knew about that. Caitlin Tynan and Cece Gurk both come into the game. High school, you don't get too many place kickers, but it'd be something to have if your soccer players can kick as well as these ones. Kate McCardle's with it now. Now Emma Leverall. Maddie Soderbaum tries to get to it, so will Vienna Mahar. Marjansky trying to get it around the defense. That'll be off the body of Gracie Farley. Ava Macero sends a kick in. Anna Doyle off to the races with it, sent out by Gigi Roy. And out of play. Farley the throw in. It's off of Anna Doyle. Doyle and Gwen Marion looking to get to it. Margot Watkins will send it to Drew Alley. And the Tigers will reset.
Let's get Aaron's opinion.
Emma Leverall tries to get a meaningful touch there, but it'll roll out of bounds. It's thrown in, and Kaylee Hool ends up with it. Cece Gurek off Lauren Marjansky there. Now it's into open space for Adriana Collins to get to it. Cara Dean at the line to sub in. Bounces up and over Sammy Kaylee, headed there by Kate McCardle. Off Kaylee again. Scalise gets a touch there. And Watkins will try to get to it as well. Kaylee Hool comes out, Cara Dean goes in. And it will be Watkins to throw in. Off the foot of Vienna Mahar. Up Marley White. Now Kate McCardle. On Marjansky. It'll be South Hadley's ball from the 35-yard line. Maddie McCardle on the line to sub in now. With less than 10 minutes to go, Tigers still ahead 1-0. Big shot there. It's a field goal.
Go to the middle.
I'm proposing a new rule for soccer. If they get it through the uprights, they get half a point. And Maddie McCardle comes in as well. Wouldn't that be just fun to add to the sport, just for the heck of it? You lose a lot of balls, but... Gracie Farley the throw in there, off like a Marley White. Kate McCardle gets to it. Maddie Soderbaum, Cara Dean now. Across there, it's Ella Scalise. Anna Doyle. There'll be a touch there from Sammy Kaylee. Cece Gurek sends it to Cara Dean. Back to Gurek. Up and into open space. It'll be a race here. Ali Fleury tries to get to it, but Ava Macero will send it rolling up and out of bounds. I believe Gigi Roy is being checked out on the bench right now, but we won't say too much on that. Maddie McCardle keeps it in for South Hadley. Now Maddie Soderbaum gets a shot away. It's blocked easily by Adriana Collins. Off the body of Kate McCardle. Now Marley White. McCardle through her legs, and now it's Vienna Mahar. Leverall will kick it into Drew Alley, who will send a pass to Margot Watkins. Gets through the defenders. Jovinio. And a failed slide there from Alley. And Gwen Marion will kick it up and out. So Drew Alley can reset. It's put out of bounds by a Wahconah player. South Hadley's ball. And Margot Watkins throws in. Cece Gurek tries her best to keep it in bounds. She will. Across to Kate McCardle. Through the defenders. Now Maddie Soderbaum sends it into space, but Maddie McCarthy of the Warriors sends it out of bounds. Thrown in, Marjanski sends a pass to Maddie McCardle. I believe that's Caitlin Tynan on the other side of the field. Allie Fleury to Kate McCardle. Off the leg of Cara Dean there. Kate McCardle maintains it again. McCardle through the defense gets a shot away, and it's blocked by Idri Collins. We have another substitution on the line, Lauren Lange, a sophomore. Then a roll out of play there. Thrown in by Maddie McCardle. Soderbaum with it now. Into space, Ava Macero sends a big kick. Out of play. There is 5 minutes remaining. And Maddie Soderbaum tries to get a kick there, but she'll fall over the soccer ball. Webb Marion will chase it down and send it to Drew Alley. Alley wearing a different colored goalie jersey than the one she usually wears.
I'm a senior, bro.
In comes Lauren Lange. I'm being told that's her every night jersey. I have honestly never remembered seeing her in purple.
Why don't I have study unless I'm fine?
I think she's cool for that.
I am. You know. Give credit for that one.
I say this time and time again, these broadcasts are a reality check for how good my memory actually is. And I'd say about 75% of the time, I remember things extremely different from how they were originally portrayed. Ball's thrown in by Jovinio. Headed there by Cece Gurek. Now Maddie Soderbaum. Soderbaum into open space. Marjanski. Lauren Marjanski gets around Ava Macero. Marjanski, a shot goes right off of Idri Collins. Incredible effort there from Marjanski. And it'll be a South Hadley corner kick, I believe. And what little of a student section we have below us is going crazy for Marjanski's effort on that play, or at least they were.
Came up here late.
I just hope we're going to have some more for the basketball season, as the sixth man will live on. Hannah Doyle will put it out of bounds on her own. On Marjanski on the throw-in, Cara Dean. Big kick, out of play. 2 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the first half. An incredible goal scored by Marjanski. Great defensive soccer played by both sides. What more could you ask for in this half? For those of you just joining us, we have just become live. I believe the electric department meeting? We have all the respect for the electric department. I'll never forget when they used to come to our schools, Mr. Gooley, and do the presentations. We used to play Electric Department Family Feud. Kate McCardle weaves to the defense, tries to get a pass to Allie Fleury. It's off of Maddie McCarthy, headed by Vienna Mahar and McCarthy. Mahar sends a bicycle and will fall. Maddie Soderbaum. Pass is intercepted by Gracie Farley. Marley White trying to do something with it. Send to open space, but Emma Leveralt's there. Margot Watkins gets it past the defender, and they'll both fall down. I think the blame is being put on the Wahconah player, who was Lauren Lange. Marion the kick, it's off the body of Vienna Mahar. Kate McCardle tries to pass to Maddie Soderbaum. She'll send it back out to McCardle. Gets into open space for Fleury. Allie Fleury trying to get past Maddie McCarthy. She'll get it in. And Cece Gurick with a beautiful scoring chance puts it between the crossbar of the soccer goal and the crossbar of the uprights. Just unfortunate. Just a slightly better placed kick, and that's a great goal on a great chance. Punt set, headed by Margot Watkins. I cannot talk. In open space, Cece Gurick. That's sent away by Ava Macero. Macero has been a defensive standout for these Wahconah Warriors so far this game. Lauren Marjanski. There's the kick. Headed there by Maddie Soderbaum, and no real action in the 6. Sent away there by Maddie McCarthy. And that's the first half. Tigers lead 1-0 over the Wahconah Warriors in the first round of the Western Mass Tournament. And we'll have the second half right here for you on South Hadley Sports Network, your home for Tigers Athletics. As we head to the second half, the Tigers ahead of the Warriors 1-0. Went down to the student section to try and find someone else to come be a guest on the broadcast. Nobody wanted to. We found our guest star.
I swear to God.
Oh, okay.
Yo.
No.
2 people, I would say. No.
Okay.
If I get it.
So, I'm going to see if this microphone works.
On the wrestling team. Yes. TJ? Yes. Taylor is not on that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are trying our best to situate the microphone for Miss Nelson, our teacher advisor, who is one of the most knowledgeable people in all of South Hadley sports. As Lauren Marjanski gets to an open shooting lane, she'll get past the defense, a shot, she scores! If you thought it couldn't get better than her last tally, you are sorely mistaken after that goal. Marjanski makes it 2-0, all by herself. Great work from these Tigers so far.
That's what he says to his SEO. He says go back.
So, Ms. Nelson, can we hear you? I can't, so I think Colin's going to figure that out because he knows much better than either of us do. Gigi Roy, the pass to Allie Fleury.
How about now?
We can hear you, Jay, now.
Yay!
Is this your
out
commentary
here.
debut?
It is my commentary debut.
Well, welcome to the show. We appreciate you coming on.
Well, thanks for having me.
So just give a general opinion of what you think of this game so far.
Right now it's Lauren Marjanski 2, Wahconah nothing. And I got to tell you, the first half, a little sloppy on our side. Seems like we came out with a little bit of nerves, but that's okay. It happens. It's the first game of a big tournament, so it happens to a lot of athletes.
especially with repeat implications as the Tigers want to go back-to-back in Western Mass tournaments.
Yes, absolutely. And you know that's in the back of their minds the entire time they're on the field. But, you know, they picked it up. That when we had it on offense, attack. Defense was a little lacking just to start, you know, a little sloppy. Not too much communication going on. But after that, we seemed to pick it up. And, of course, we're starting this second half on a blazer of a shot from Lauren Marjansky.
So, yeah, I think it goes without saying that South Hadley's attack during that first half was, it was stellar, but it was hard to compete with some of Waconah's specialized defenders. Players like number 5 out there, Ava Macero. She was shutting us down a lot. But the Tigers have obviously been resilient, and they pushed through, and they're.
Yeah, no, I agree. You know, we're not really a real physical team. Wahconah, and pretty much any team from the Berkshires in any sport, really like to let you know that they're there, as it were. So the physicality, I think we kind of shied away from it a little bit, but it looks like we're mixing it up a little bit more now.
Seems like the Wahconah kids have been taking notes from the Taconic kids, because I know the first football broadcast we did, I talked to quarterback Burke Belsky, and he was talking about how physical their football team was. And then I think back to the baseball season, we faced them in one of the early rounds, and they had a pitcher who I believe went D1 for baseball to Kansas State.
Did he end up going D1?
I think he did, Matt Lee.
Oh, I did not know that. I knew he was going to go somewhere. That guy was throwing gas.
Yeah.
But good for him.
A player at the D1 level should be throwing that fast.
Yeah.
He was doing exemplary stuff at a high school level. So.
Well, Lauren fighting for another one. Ooh. Oh, we're gonna get a goal kick on that one.
And the student section is warming up for the basketball season, I can tell.
Yes, they are.
What do you think of Andrew Phillips?
You asking me what I think of Andrew Phillips?
Yeah.
I think he's going to be the loudest one in the student section.
He has proven to be in past years.
Yes, he has.
Do it again this year. We got to get a decibel meter and see who is. Make it like a challenge. Get some heads at games.
Yeah. It could be interesting.
Kate McCardle sends it into open space for Allie Fleury. She'll beat out Ava Macero.
Good
Huge
cross
kick
into the
in.
box. That's it. That's got to be. Oh.
It's saved.
Rebound.
Off of Marjansky.
That's past the line.
There we go. It is a goal. If I had a hat, I'd be throwing it on the field right now. I'd probably be escorted out.
That's all right. We could get the hat quickly for you. Beautiful hat trick from Lauren Marjansky. Out there on the rebound.
So Marjansky is making good work of these Wahconah Warriors, and she's been doing it with style. And a timeout is called, so we will briefly step aside. Tigers 3, Wahconah nothing after 45. And we will reset here. And another player will fall. That's Marley White. Lauren Marjansky in another open lane. Gets it past Marissa Poirier and Maddie McCarthy, but she'll send a pass right into them. Emma Leverall keeps it away from the defense, but Sammy Cayley was trying to get to it. Cara Dean now and Cece Gurek both racing for it. Ella Scalise gets a touch there, and it'll roll it out of play, and South Hadley will maintain the ball. Passes up from McCardle and out of play, and in comes Caitlin Tynan.
And there's a little bit more of that physicality we were talking about. Cece was heading into the box, getting bumped off the ball just a little bit, just enough to disrupt her path. A little more physicality going on.
And Kate McCardle will get to it. Pass up to Emma Leveralt. Off of Poirier, back to Leveralt, and now Lauren Marjansky. That one's off of Ava Macero. Emma Leveralt trying to get back to it. Marissa Poirier now. Poirier into the roll out of play. So Jay, now I know you know much more about soccer than I do, but from what I can see, your sports are basketball and baseball.
Yep.
/ softball. So how do the skills of soccer translate to those sports?
Well, soccer and basketball are pretty closely linked as far as movement of the ball, moving the ball forward. Whoa, there it is.
Cece
First job, C's. Great play there.
Speaking of basketball,
Yeah.
there's one of the basketball players.
There she
Cece
is.
Gurick. She ran shooting guard last year. And she was a starter the majority of the games, right?
Yes, she was. I'm pretty sure she started every game.
Abby Jelinas and Kiana Ramos will come in now.
Oh, Josh, give me right.
So, some incredible offense from South Hadley to start the first 7 minutes of this half. South Hadley scored 3 goals. Great work from them. Not a rule. Out of play. So, you were saying how basketball and soccer are closer related.
Yeah, if you watch the forwards, and they actually did this a lot in the first half, a lot of give and goes, a lot of playing the ball up, leading people towards the goal. It's the same idea for basketball. You want to lead your player towards the hoop. Really taking control up front. It's a nice little pocket pick there.
You know, I'd never really thought about how closely related those two sports are, and you're honestly entirely right.
I try to be. But I think that's what makes our players. Who do we have out here? We've got Maddie Soderbaum as a basketball player. Cece Gurick, who we just saw score a goal out there, is one of our point guards. And that one's up through the uprights again.
Field goal. And of course, Drew Alley, the goalkeeper,
Yes.
was one of your guards last year.
Yeah, Cece and Drew really play well off of each other. Fantastic guards, great on defense, really great communication, and that's the biggest thing really in basketball and in soccer. You know, Drew's back there, she can see the whole field. She's got to communicate to her defense, who then can communicate to her forwards. So it's that talking that's really, really important.
Now, I know you coached JV last year for the girls, and Sophie Quinn and Kiana Ramos
Kiki,
went up through the system, as well as I think some of the freshmen played up last year. Did Tara Dean play basketball last year?
Yes, she did. We were lucky enough to get an 8th grade waiver last year. And Cara Dean came up and played with JV. Kate Phillips came up and played with JV. Actually, a lot of the soccer girls here came up and played JV as 8th graders. And I think it's fantastic if we could get that waiver every year. It'd be awesome just to get that extra year within our system. And these kids are going to come in this year and be ready to go.
The development system of South Hadley Sports has always been incredible from what I've seen. The translation from the youth programs to the intermediate levels all the way up through high school. There's so much close connection between the coaches, the administrators. It's just great.
Right, that's what the coaches try to do.
Ali Fleury knocked Kiana Ramos.
Geeks.
Ramos will get it right into the gloves.
A little bit of hesitation. A little bit of hesitation on Kiki's part, but
Maddie McCardle and Maggie Evans out the line for substitutions. So, still only 10 minutes into the first half, or the second half. A call there, and the libero will roll over. Another person comes in for a substitution, Lauren Lange of the Warriors. So it'll be a kick here from Gigi Roy. Headed off Maddie Soderbaum. And ticked in by Tate McCardle.
Ooh. Offside.
Oh, That's
What if we said that she didn't mean it? What if we just said she was trying really, really hard to get there?
that's tough.
That is tough. Oh, am I? There we go.
Goal kick there. That's the body of Sammy Cayley. Maddie Soderbaum trying for Kiki Ramos. Roll out of play there. Substitutions come in. It will be Wahconah's throwing, and it will be Maddie McCarthy. Jana, have you seen any of Wahconah in the other sports that you've either coached or spectated?
Oh, Brady. We should call you Paul Blart because that's a heck of a segue. Yes, actually.
That's an incredible joke, I might add.
Right?
Better than
Right?
the corny ones that Miss Foley and I were saying.
I got a couple of back pocket jokes here. You just wait and see. Yes, actually, I would say that Wahconah in basketball has been a growing rival for us. Oh, great movement here. Kiki up the sideline. Oh, goalie picks it up. But yeah, Wahconah's been kind of a growing rival. I think the past couple of years they've kind of had our number, unfortunately. But as we've started to grow our program a little bit, get a little bit stronger, get a little bit smarter, I think going forward it's going to be a heck of a matchup between us and the Warriors. This season should be a lot of fun as well, so you should circle that date on your calendar. If I had it in front of me, I absolutely would tell you what it is. I know it's February is when we play them at home, our last home game of the season.
So that will be
weather permitting.
Senior night, I take it?
I believe so.
For the what? I think you have 3 seniors this year? Drew.
Drew's a senior. Oh.
Aaron Bolo. And,
That's right.
Rose Lewinsky.
Yep.
And come Kaylee Houle, Gracie Darren, and Sophie Quinn. And Michaela Weaver. Those two making their debuts this evening.
You know, Michaela Weaver actually is a player I had the pleasure of coaching this summer in the summer soccer program. Miss Quinn and I, Jen Quinn, and I had the honor of coaching the B team. And she was a player that I saw right away, and I knew she was going to be wearing this varsity jersey. She's, for a freshman, she's very, very smart, can see the field really well, very aggressive on offense. I think stepping into this program, she's a great fit. She is also a freshman, so sometimes nerves get the best of you, but as soon as she shakes that off, I think she's going to be a difference maker for this team going forward.
Her and Kiara Dean have been permanents on varsity for the Tigers this year for freshmen.
Absolutely. And Kara's that player where she's the kind of kid that you need as an enforcer. She gets into a space and she lets everybody know that she's there. She's not somebody that you can knock over pretty easily. She's going to stand her ground really well, and she's not going to really take any crap from anyone. So that's what we like to see, especially if she's going to be a forward for the basketball team going this year. Oh.
Ella Scalise is at the line to sub in. Oh, I didn't even mention another one of the quote-unquote members of the soccer team, Caitlin Dean, the team manager, also plays basketball. Oh, Jelena's scoring lane for Yabber. She scores! So we'll get a good one up on the scoreboard.
I wish it was
I will say, Brady, too, that was a play right there that started on the defensive 35. Just taking control in the back half, moving it forward nicely, smooth passes, great touches. Abby making a nice move on that far right side and getting it off to Rachel for the touch.
Those long plays are going to be the ones that are the most valuable to look at. And you can just get a true feeling for what these players are capable of, stamina-wise, agility-wise, handles-wise.
Yeah.
Because obviously you're getting through the most defenders if you have such a long ways to go.
Right. And you can just tell that these girls have played together for a really long time, too, coming up through the youth system. They just know each other so well and can play off of each other's strengths and weaknesses really, really well.
I can tell you this year's senior class, I think, is one of the best we've seen in a while for the girls. And the boys had that last year, obviously.
Right.
But this year is going to be a lot of big losses, especially with people like Lauren Marchansky, Judy Roy, Drew Alley.
Yeah, there are going to be a lot of holes to fill, but, you know, Fish is a great coach, and he's really involved with the youth programs as well. So it'd be only a matter of time before they're back right where they need to be.
I have faith in our development, and Coach Manzi seems to be doing just great on JV as well.
Is this Abby Jelinas' first game back?
It is.
Like on the field?
Yeah.
Oh.
She was out earlier this year with some sort of leg injury.
Yeah.
Tigers were without her and Drew Alley at the start of this year, and it was pretty, it looked like it was going to be tough, but obviously we persevered through, and here we are, looking just as great as ever.
I will say Abby's speed up on the forward wing is definitely something that they miss. With as fast as Allie is on the left side, having Abby on the right was a huge help for them last year. Just sending balls to the flag there on her side, and she just races up to catch up to him.
And Allie didn't even come up to varsity until probably 2 or 3 games into the year. Her and Gwen Marion made the jump up from JV. I don't think there was any freshman on the opening night roster last year.
Right.
But I could be wrong. Sammy Cayley comes in for Wahconah, and so does Miranda White. I believe that's her first time coming in this evening. Yes. So Janelle, you were originally not a founding advisor of South Hadley Sports Network. So can you tell me just a little bit about how you came into the system and what it was like coming in?
Well, me being nosy is really what it came down to. The second broadcast that I was able to watch, I knew that Amy Foley was up here in the booth, and I was texting her giving her just some tips as to what she could relay to the camera people. It was a little bit like Blair Witch. That's an old reference. You probably don't know that, but the people watching at home probably get that one. And I was getting a little motion sick watching, so I believe it was Coach Foley that was on the camera that day. So I sent her a text with some helpful tips, and then about 5 minutes later she said, "Hey, guess what? You're going to be my co-advisor." And I said, "Oh, all right, sounds good." And here I am.
Well, I can tell you this much, at least among the members of South Hadley Sports Network, you are a fan favorite. The utmost respect for you. Previous comments in the past would say otherwise, but
I like that time you didn't call me the talent.
I would like to
still
come
know.
on the record here.
Yeah.
During this girls' soccer game in the Western Mass tournament, and say that you, Jana, are the talent.
I appreciate that, Brady. I am still going to hold on to the fact that you didn't call me the talent, but I do appreciate the attempt at a make-up for it.
I'm going to be perfectly honest. Miss Foley did a great job on Monday.
Foley did a fantastic job on Monday.
It was very conversational, but I think we also got away from the game a bit.
A little bit, but that's okay. That's okay. I mean, sometimes that happens. As long as you check in a little bit.
I think that what helps your case here is the in-depth analysis that you're able to give because you've known these players. Obviously, you've taught them, but you've also coached them in other sports. And that's something that having a coach around, it's really beneficial.
Yeah, well, and Foley's going to hate this, but guess what? It's on TV. Foley is a coach, or was a coach at least. And you know whose coach she was? She was actually my coach. Oh yeah, way back in the day, in the late 1900s, Miss Foley was my basketball coach. I believe I was 12 years old. It was 6th grade, our suburban basketball team, and we were pretty darn good, actually. I still remember some of the plays, actually, and she's gonna hate me for this one. My watch just buzzed, so that's probably her texting me right now, cussing me out, but that's okay. It's all right. People need to know that she was an all-star coach and one of my favorites.
I definitely did hear about her coaching at one point, some type of sport, but I wasn't sure which one, so I'm glad I know now. Emma Leverall and Natalie Aldridge getting ready to come into this game. Maddie McCardle tries to send a pass across, but Ella Scalise is there to pickpocket. Anna Doyle up an attempt there for Miranda White.
I'm sorry.
So another reminder, we are covering the football game tomorrow. Coverage starts at 6 for the senior night presentations. A lot of seniors this year, and it's also a senior night for the high school band. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I don't think I knew that. Do we happen to know how many seniors are in the band?
There's definitely a couple.
I can think of 2.
I can
I don't
think
know
of
how
at
many.
least 3. I know this much. I do the morning announcements sometimes, and at least 3 of them are seniors who also do the morning announcements.
Oh, nice.
And there's one other that's a junior that does the morning announcements. I'm the only
Lovely.
sophomore. I'm the only one that's not in the band. And personally, I think I'm the best one, but I won't say any more about that.
That's all right. Oh, Gigi. Gigi's going to be one that they really, really miss next year. She's very quick, very sneaky defender back there. I think her and Margot Watkins have really, really complemented each other well in the back half.
Chemistry is very important in sports like this.
Absolutely.
You don't think about it as much on defense because there's not a lot of, passing, but you need to be able to either lock down one specific person or lock down the top 2, and that's what they've exemplified so far.
Right. And that's what they did, what was that, 2 weeks ago now? A week and a half ago when they played Pope? Their defense was amazing. That might have been the best game I have seen them play all season.
It was
really,
great.
really locked in.
My biggest takeaway from the Pope game was that a school that is, I believe, Division II
I think so, yeah.
was undefeated until we played them.
Right.
And that's saying something for us because, obviously Western Mass division doesn't matter as much as classes. We're Class B.
Right.
And we play teams like Pope. And we play bigger schools. But we're able to compete with them. And
Right.
I think the division system in sports is extremely flawed because it's based on school size, not talent.
Yeah.
It would be
Yeah,
so hard to do it by talent.
Right.
Players graduating every year, players coming up into the system every year, and it'll roll into the possession
There, miss there.
of Collins. Michaela Weaver will be trying to weave through the defense.
That was a good one. I liked that one, Brady.
I have a few jokes. I'm going to be perfectly transparent with you. Most of the jokes that I think of would not fly on a live broadcast. I won't go any further than that. So, J-Nell, I know last year for the baseball team, we did some broadcasts on Game Changer, and I'm going to be honest,
Yeah.
they weren't the most high-quality broadcasts. It was an iPad, and I was giving the best commentary possible and not doing the greatest job of it. But this year we're thinking about bringing South Hadley Sports Network to baseball games, and I know obviously you're coaching, but would you be willing to come on for an inning or two and give commentary like this?
Oh, absolutely. Especially being the eye on the field there. I would have no problem sneaking up the stairs real quick and giving a couple insights as to what's going on in the field.
I know last year at the Cooperstown game, we actually had Coach Jason Burke from the JV team call in from the dugout, which was
Yes.
one of the coolest things I've ever done.
I do remember that, yes.
But obviously a phone call on an iPhone isn't going to sound as good as having them come up and either take the mic or put on a headset.
Right. I mean, we did the best with what we had.
Yeah, it was definitely,
Yeah.
I think the term Coach Foley used was Yankee ingenuity with some of the things we did. And I entirely agree.
Absolutely.
We're seeing a lot of younger kids get into the game. I'm thinking that we're seeing another substitute here. Riley Fisher.
Fisher Cat. Another one we had on the
freshman.
summer soccer team. I almost said baseball.
So I think all but 2 players have now gone into the game. We've just yet to see Taylor Bullow and Lila Shark. But other than that, every player has gotten a taste of the action. And that's one of my favorite things that Coach Fish does, is when it's late in the game and the Tigers have a considerable lead, he gets the younger kids into the game. He gives them reps, he gives them minutes, and that's a trend with all the sports, but I think Fish does a great job of implementing the younger guys. Or
Yeah,
younger
and that's...
girls in this case.
Sorry to step on your last
you're
line
good.
there. Yeah, that's something that coaches really love to do. In situations like this, it can be a really good teaching moment, especially with the score differential as it is. You can get somebody in, get their feet wet, so that if you do need them in a situation where it's important, they don't get onto the field and they're not too nervous. They might be a little bit nervous, but it looks like we got Lila Shark coming up to the line here.
Well, yeah.
So that's nice. So maybe we'll see. I mean, we've got time. We got just over 10 minutes left. We'll probably see Taylor out here too. Taylor, another summer soccer player on the team that Miss Quinn and I had. Lila as well. Both players that were on JV did really, really well this year. Got pulled up for the tournament. It's fantastic. It's what you love to see.
Caitlin Tynan will go back in for Wahconah as well. And then just to put the whole JV players coming up thing with as much candor as possible, if they make a catastrophic mistake, it's not going to hurt all that much.
No.
If you have
But
a considerable lead, like 5-0.
Yeah.
We saw in the football games, we had some freshmen,
Yeah.
and the Tigers were leading, what, like 50-something to
Something
like 10.
like that, yeah. But again, it's that teaching moment. You need them to be
Yes.
able to learn through that adversity. You make a mistake, now what's your reaction? Do you put your head down and sulk, or do you play through it?
That's a great way to put it.
And it's that thing that varsity coaches are looking for, too. It's not so much the talent. Talent is always helpful, but how are you reacting after a mistake?
They're looking for a level of optimism to try and...
Right.
Seeing another player go in for Wahconah here, Liz Wheeler, and here's Taylor Bullow.
There she is.
So as soon as Taylor gets in, every single player will have gotten a taste of the turf this evening.
And there they go.
So every single South Hadley player has subbed in at
There you
one
go.
point.
Wait till you hurt again. I stop on the ball. Hey, on the ball. Check back on the ball.
Maggie Evans will take it up. It'll go off Gracie Darren. Vienna Mahar will send it apparently right to Kayla Weaver. It'll be South Hadley's ball again, and they will kick from just behind the 45-yard line. I keep using yard lines, but it's only because...
No, it works.
Yeah. When you have a multi-purpose turf, you could have a multi-purpose marking system. Especially for a broadcast of a sport that I don't know as much about. I'm still learning about soccer. I got to see a lot of it firsthand last year when the boys made their run to the state tournament. Myself and our producer, Colin, got put on as student managers for that. And that was one of the coolest experiences of my life, getting to go out to Leominster, see the championship game from the field, act like a coach.
It was an absolute blast, I will say. The super fans, the teacher group that I guess I'm a part of, the super fan group, it was
Miss
me,
Lonergan.
yeah, Lonergan, Miss Castellari, and Miss Cole. We went to every game of the tournament, even the Blizzard game out in Westside.
I was at the West Side game too. That was the most fun I've ever had.
little
in a game.
ridiculous,
I had a
but,
snow angel when we won. The way
But
I
it was fun.
More like a snow starfish, but still.
Oh, Brady.
Self-deprecating humor is
Come
what
on.
keeps me going, J-Now. Riley Fisher gets a touch here. She'll send a pass to Lila Shark. Up and over the foot of Marissa Poirier. She'll keep it in. Kick there from Shark is under the body of Macero. Shark to Sophie Quinn.
Love to see a little bit more space out of the Tigers right now, though.
They are playing pretty
Tight.
tight formation.
Yeah.
Sophie Quinn sends it to Emma Leveralt. Leveralt sends it to Allie. And these last 9 minutes will be started by a Tigers reset. Tigers, or the South Hadley Sports Network took a little bit of an in-school field trip yesterday. We got to check out, we did a mock setup, and we got to get some hands-on experience with the equipment, essentially getting everybody ready for that. Just tell me how you think that went overall.
I think it went really well. It's important for everybody to know what everybody else does. You know, it's to get an idea, for everyone to get an idea of how to set up and break down a camera. For those who want to learn how to do the mixer so that it's not all reliant on our buddy CPZ, our executive producer Colin. The more...
I still can't believe his official title is executive producer.
That's what it says on his press pass.
And everybody else just says member. Wow.
Well, kind of, not really.
Oh.
Some may have had some adjustments on the passes, which I hope we'll have on Friday for the game.
Which, by the
Well,
way,
it looks so official.
who was making those passes?
It was me.
That's awesome.
Yeah. You know, it's one of those late night teachers where you just can't sleep. And I hopped on the computer and said, I wonder if I can make a press pass.
I was going to say, did you get them print out, or did you, cut with, scissors and glue and laminate yourself? Arts and
A little
crafts?
arts and craft day over at J&L's house? No.
Wouldn't that be funny?
Well, at first I printed them out at my printer at work. But then I realized that it doesn't look too good just on paper. So I asked our resident graphics teacher, Melody Figgy, Miss Figgy, if she could print them out on some glossy paper and make it look nice. And she said she would. So hopefully we will have those printed off and ready for tomorrow. I got lanyards. I'm going to laminate them, round out the edges. It's going to be so nice. Oh, head ball out by our buddy Sophie Quinn. Here she goes again. Oh.
Please excuse my silence. I'm trying to get interview questions finalized. We are hoping to have a quick interview after the game for Tigers Rewind, which is our sports recap show. We'll be recording that sometime next week and getting it out to you as soon as possible. That'll air here on SHC TV 15, on the Cablecast app, on the website, and it'll eventually be on Vimeo, and then eventually our South Hadley community, or our South Hadley Sports Network YouTube channel, which we just started today. So go subscribe, South Hadley Sports Network on YouTube. There should be a link on the Instagram.
Smash that like and subscribe.
Leave a comment, tag your friends.
Fear, 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 fear.
The air horn is great. I used to dabble in YouTube videos.
Yeah?
I don't do it anymore, because I think it's cringy and a little self-centered, but I think it's worth it to upload these videos to the more prominent video sharing service.
Yeah.
And we have 10 seconds before we need to stop the clock.
Oh, thanks
for
for the heads up,
stoppage
because
time.
I was definitely busy watching the game.
JNL has been operating scoreboard this whole time, and nobody knows except for us. Big kick
There
sent
you
to the
go.
six, but it's saved easily by Collins.
Ah. Flipping over. Nice Tigers throw in here.
Off the body of Sophie Quinn, Kiana Ramos keeps it in bounds. Kept
What
it by
year
Riley.
is Emma Leverell? She a junior?
She's a junior, yes.
Nice.
Her sister Gracie's a sophomore. She does not play soccer.
Mm.
I believe she plays volleyball at this time of year, and she does swimming, I think, in the winter.
Oh, nice.
And then I don't know if she plays a spring sport. I have a couple classes with Gracie. She's really nice. It's one of my favorite things about covering games for the school that I go to is I can be like, yeah, I have a class with her. Shit, that's so cool. Yeah, he's in my history class or
Yeah.
whatever. But, yeah.
That is nice.
It's fun when it's these kids you grew up with. They got the athletic gene, and I'm sitting here in the press box talking about them.
Brady, if you talk bad about yourself one more time, I'm shutting off your mic.
Okay.
Okay. Oh,
Hey,
nice job, Fisher.
I'm great in team games gym class.
There you go. That's
Coach
what we like to
doesn't know.
hear, Brady.
We played mat ball this morning, which is essentially some weird mutated version of kickball. And I didn't do horrible.
Nice.
Whoa. Big collision there between Maggie Evans and Alice Scalise. New player on the line for Wahconah, I believe. I can't read her number.
Looks like, is there a 29 on the roster?
There is not. There's a 23.
Well, maybe it's that one.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yep, 23.
Yep. So that is Gracie Farley. Out of play there. Maddie McCarthy, the throw-in. Riley Fisher heads it there.
Oh.
Off of Gracie Darren there. And a whiff kick there from Miana Mahar. Speaking of whiff, it's a decent segue into golf. We have one golfer in the state tournament this year, the sophomore zone, Ryan McGregor. He'll be playing in states next Monday, so shout out to him. Good luck to you in the tournament. And I know in Western Mass, which was this past Monday, South Hadley, I believe, placed fifth.
I believe so, yeah, 5th.
It was Bennett Allen, Jack Maziars, Johnny Viola, Jameson Weber, Ryan McGregor, and Caden Drowan Caden Drowan, our own member of South Hadley Sports Network. So if he's watching, all love to him. And this game's probably pretty close to winding down.
Oh.
Ava Weaver was off to the races there, but she ran right into Ava Macero. Not entirely her fault there. Emma Leberalt sends it back toward Weaver. Jovinio running it out. And the kick there is
Somehow
caught
she got around
by
that
Adrian
one.
Collins. It's the one tough part about soccer is you can't tell exactly when it's going to end. Unless, of course, you're an official, which unfortunately neither of us are wearing yellow tonight.
Nope, not tonight.
I don't look very good in yellow.
I don't really like yellow. It's not a favorite color.
I mean, it looks good on the Boston Bruins, but other than that...
I'm not really a Bruins fan.
Oh, neither am I. You're a Rangers fan, right?
Yeah, lifelong fan for the last 3 years. And there's the whistle.
That's the game. Tigers win their first round of states. 5-0 decisive victory. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you, everybody from the crew. From Jess Nelson and the rest of South Hadley Sports Network, I'm Brady Dennison signing off. Have a wonderful evening.